Public Affairs is room 21, so pack it up.
What I said.
Captain, I don't need a lecture, and I've got a lot of people to see.
I was expecting Dunne down here.
Redmond told me to see you.
What do you got?
Well, I've got your department's version. A heroic narcotics cop shot apprehending a felon. And I've got what Redmond was told by Lamont Thomas, that he was Detective Ferranto's snitch, and that Ferranto blew him away.
So run it. You're the reporter.
Redmond's in trouble. I can't run what he's found out without it's coming from a different source. That would be you.
Look, I just drew up a charge sheet on Officer Ferranto, and when the chief sees this, there's not going to be any disagreement down here about how this ought to be handled.
I'd like to take this.
Hey, you saw it. That's enough.
Captain, obviously I can't use your name, and if this is just a recommendation, if you're going to be overruled...
Look, damn it, I'm in charge of this case, and it's going to go my way. And I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen. Dunne would know that.
I need to quote you. You'll have to be a highly placed source in internal affairs.
Are you crazy?
All right, then, a highly placed source in the department.
Take the back way out. The stairs to the left.
Did Barber really say that about Agnelli's wife's chest? Well, I think we can confidently say we won't be seeing Mr. Barber present his diplomatic credentials at any time in the near future.
Edison, did you steer me that tip?
Alan Rossiter complaining? Well, Cassy, perhaps if you hadn't invited him along, you wouldn't now have to deal with his insecurity and paranoia.
Well, I did, and I'd like to know.
Frankly, I don't feel it's incumbent on me to explicate for Alan or for you, Cassy, the operational details of how I run the national desk. You did well. I'll see you at dinner.
Miles Plato, any messages? Yes. Andrea Schaefer at 10:45. Miss Schaefer again at 11:30. Let's pretend I know about all the Andrea Schaefer messages. What else? Frankie Chapin? You're certain you're spelling that right, operator? C-H-A-P-I-N. Thank you, operator. Mr. Drexel, what a pleasure to see you.
No big deal, Miles. And I want to make clear I'm registering this personally. I think you're writing John Dodd a little hard.
Officially, Detective Ferranto's on a desk pending his hearing. But that's routine if he's fired his gun.
You said he's going to be charged on criminal counts. He's going down.
He is. I got that direct from my AD, and it's their investigation. But when I call public affairs, they deny it. They're lying to me. They're covering up, Clay. It's
They're
not...
lying?
Well, I know I can't use that word. Clay, I got a million calls out on this.
Put out what you got. Jojo wants to see it.
McKenna.
Take this down.
Who is this?
The moving company. Come on, Ann. Start typing. Ferranto, 1974 to 1976, worked the Vice Squad, South Quadrant. He got a 2-week suspension for discharging his firearm without provocation. 1977, he was assigned to the far northeast. He caused a racial incident and was busted back from sergeant.
Hey, Redmond, Captain Russell really came through. You saved me about 2 hours of going from office to office.
Good. Just keep typing. I got a lot of stuff here.
Excuse me, Ann. You know, we're starting the award submission dinner exactly at 7 o'clock. Should I ask Clay to free you up?
No, I think I'll be finished.
Don't be late. You're one of the stars.
Excuse me, miss, but I'm working on a newspaper, and I've got a deadline.
I'll do my best, Edison. Sorry.
2 years later, he's working drugs. He shot and killed a Roy J. Lomax, L-O-M-O-X.
He's back.
Yeah.
What's the matter, Ron?
Something just snapped from that lunch.
Geez, I thought we understood each other.
You know what I understood, Vinnie? It took me a little while. I understood I was having my integrity questioned.
We had to talk about Caesar's wife, Ron. As business reporters, we had to be above suspicion on possible conflict of interest.
Do you know if it wasn't for what I make in the stock market, I'd be broke?
Somebody hold a gun to your head and make you buy those suits?
43 grand a year. That's what I make in this place.
If you're looking to hit the mother lode, you're in the wrong line of work.
43 grand a year, cum laude at NYU, and honors at Wharton. And if I had to live on my paycheck, I wouldn't have a pot to pee in. Something about that doesn't add up. Something just isn't fair.
Where are we going with this, Ron?
I mean, a wire snapped in me. I gotta turn my back on 3 offers a month that'd triple my salary for starters so I can stay pure as the driven snow. Then I hear that crap from you?
This snapping wire, Ron, what did it prompt you to do?
I'm gonna reconsider my options. I mean, if you don't believe in me, maybe I ought to start returning some of those phone calls.
These would be offers from industry, Ron? From some of the subjects of the stories you've written recently?
Yeah. It happens almost every story I write. And if you weren't squirreled away here, you'd realize it. Let me tell you something, Vinnie. I'm not gonna get to be 42 and scuffling to scrape 6 figures together. That about covers you, doesn't it? Just groping towards 6 figs if you figure in the benefits. Thanks, but no thanks, no way.
So this would be notice, Ron?
This is notice. I'm gonna start looking around for some other work.
I'm shocked.
Mrs. Sampson, do you know what buttons to push to put a message in everyone's computer in the newsroom?
Yes, sir, I do.
Stat number, Turner. Since your colleague, Mr. Redmond Dunne, despite being here 6 years, doesn't seem to have the slightest idea how a reporter behaves, I'm reprinting this for everyone's benefit. I tack on there what I wrote in the guidebook about every reporter must identify himself as such.
All of it?
All of it.
You really nailed Ferranto, leading the Metro page with it.
It's clear enough?
Yeah. I know it wasn't easy with the department trying to hold us off.
Redmond's name should be on the story, too.
That I don't want to hear.
Well, Clay, you should hear it. He's the one who had the contact.
And this is the wrong day for that. You read the computer bulletin board?
No.
You think Turner's kidding around?
Let it.
Hey, man. Forget about it.
Yeah, right.
Redmond, I thought that was awfully hard on you, Mr. Turner's memo to the staff.
Hey, Toddy, I screwed up. You screw up, you're gonna get yelled at.
Redmond?
McDonald's announces a giant leap for the omelet. For a limited time, it's the new Western Omelet McMuffin. The first omelet liberated from traditional breakfast tables, free to go absolutely anywhere. A fresh egg omelet filled with diced ham, chopped onions, fresh green peppers, and a slice of cheese, all folded inside a toasted English muffin. However far this new taste of liberation takes you, just remember, in a very short time, it's history. The new Western Omelet McMuffin.
If I told you my pantyhose could go through an obstacle course like this without a snag, you'd say, no way. And I'd say, no nonsense.
No nonsense. The pantyhose that last.
Dear Flintstones kids, 10 million strong and growing. No one helps kids grow into this big world better than Flintstones. Flintstones, preferred by more moms than any other children's vitamin.
I'm growing.
Uncle Lou, what do you think of that new Diet Pepsi? What, are you nuts? I love this new Diet Pepsi so much better than Diet Coke that I would rather you drop the bowling ball on my tongue than I don't have my Diet Pepsi. I'd rather have a rash that I can't reach. I'd rather my mother-in-law come back to life. Ooh, I would rather eat lint than not have my Diet Pepsi. You understand? Yeah, you love the new Diet Pepsi. What?
Diet Pepsi with 100% NutraSweet, the right one.
Sunday. Costner, Streep, Aykroyd, Streisand, Chase, DeVito. Time Warner presents the Earth Day Special.
Support your local planet. Andrea, we met. We had lunch. Actually, I had lunch. John Charles departed in a pique. Point is, I did not sell you out. For which loyalty I want you to reward me with a surfeit of juicy stories when we work tonight at your abode. Right. Chapter 4, the experimental weeks. And Andrea, do me a favor.
Hey, Miles.
Please, do not cook. Kiss, kiss, 7 at your place. Hi, Tony. Good to see you, but we're up to date and I'm very busy.
I know, Miles.
If it's about those hockey tickets, they're the best I could do on 2 hours' notice.
No, the tickets were fine. Miles, I turned over your note. I sold it.
I don't understand. I'm paid up till the 1st of the month.
The guy you owe now is named Frankie Chapin.
Mr. Chapin, who's been calling all day, who I never heard of, Tony. I like to choose my new acquaintances, particularly those I'm indebted to.
Well, the guy gave me a strong offer, Miles. I mean, look, I like you. You're a nice, funny guy. But he offered a big number. Miles, answer his calls. You don't want him to think you're ducking. Good luck.
You wanted to see me?
Oh, yeah, I wanted to put you on notice. We may be taking some heat from the city police. We're running a story about a rogue cop, and the reporter acted like a jerk, failed to identify himself, securing the information. So the police department may blow some smoke about that to deflect from their own problem.
I'll batten down my phone.
What were you in talking to Miles Plato about before?
When?
45 minutes ago.
Well, just have him by. It was, I think, what we may have been talking about earlier in the day.
John Dodd.
I thought old Miles was giving Dodd a pretty rough road to hoe.
That committee you head up, bring baseball back to D.C. How's that going?
Well, we're always looking for an expansion team. I guess the National League's up next.
Well, how about present owners who might be thinking about moving their franchise? You keep tabs on them, too?
Jojo.
Dodd's got a team, hasn't he? Always floating rumors he's going to move.
Apples and oranges, Jojo. I made clear to Plato I was speaking as a reader on a question of taste.
You really think that you can speak just as a reader? Bob, I want baseball back in Washington as much as the next guy, but...
You don't want your publisher influencing content?
Not even a gossip column.
Oh, that's how it came off. I stand corrected.
That's how it came off.
If I may solicit your attention, Cassy.
None, dear.
Now look around this table. What do all these people have in common?
We're all waiting for dessert.
We all embrace the process of competition. You might think about your wanting to share your byline today in that context.
Well, I have a different point of view about that.
Beware the egalitarian impulse, Cassy. It's an excuse for mediocrity. It conceals a fear of failure. And that's what afflicts poor Redmond Dunne. Oh, Dunne has plenty of talent.